Mark today completes pre-season. How do you think that the programme has gone overall for you?
If I put today to the side for a touch, for me, genuinely, I know it's crazy to say, but I've been really happy with pre-season and how we've ran, how the boys are looking, they're looking sharp, they're looking fit. The quality of some football that we played over 4, 5, 6 weeks has been great. As I said, but part of the day aside, we go all the way back to the Largs tournament. I thought cobwebs in the Greenock game, but some great football played, some good goals scored as well, good competitive match. And then again, you take that into the Largs game where I think for an hour, maybe 65, 70 minutes were for me in control of the game, and we could probably go and see it out and make some changes, and fortunately that disrupts the rhythm for it. But like, that's what pre-season sport, and then Largs go and take us 3-2, but you're happy overall with how we play. Knightswood, I missed that game, but here 3-0, clean sheet. Could have had a good couple of goals, I believe, but you take that, you take the win and we move on again. Pre-season's about getting the minutes in the legs, and I'll say that probably about 40 games, but then we took that into, I think it was Peasy. No, it wasn't. It was straight into the Borough tournament after Knightswood. So we were there looking at 5 games in a week. So between Saturday, Sunday, and then a Saturday, Sunday, and a game on a Thursday. So it was quite a lot for the lads to take it in. Again, Borough game, good challenge with Glenville, good strong team, goal threats. I thought we played really well against them. Into the Sunday, into the Borough. The first half an hour, I genuinely thought we were great. Shaped, really organised. Unfortunately, then lost Scotty's dislocated shoulder, and we lost Logan to an injury as well. And the disorganisation in the Shape, like Borough just smelt a bit of blood, and they came and took it. And then second half, it was. We've got lads playing in all sorts. I've got a centre mid playing right back, a centre mid playing centre half, and we're asking a lot for guys to go and play a quality team with the Borough. And as I said, they just picked us apart, and that was a hard one to take. That second half, it felt like it lasted forever. But again, good run out. I think it set us up in good form. We then, as I said, we play Peasy then on the Saturday after a calm week. We were great again against them. I think second half they missed a couple of chances. Game could have been a wee bit tighter, but just to kill the game off before that point. And that's been a wee bit of the story of pre-season, that we've had a whole load of chances. We need to be clinical, a wee bit more ruthless and kill games. We haven't, but we've seen them through. Again, Nielsen as well during the week there, really good, really comfortable. We go for a 2-0 win, a 1-0 win as well, 2 clean sheets. Puts us in high spirits and high form going into the start of the year. And then obviously we've got Eglinton today that, look, I think you could play that game 40 times and probably not get that result again, but it was one of the days. I think they were hungry, they came out, they hit us pretty quickly, a couple of mistakes faced, and they've capitalised and punished it. I would say we've maybe made 6 mistakes in that second half, and they've scored 4 goals. We've had our chances as well, no taking it. They were very clinical. The lad up front picked 5 today, but look, it's not as easy just to say, look, it's pre-season, don't worry about it. That was an absolute doing today, and it hurts and it's painful. However, it's getting through the messaging and finding out why that happened, and the overcommitment of ourselves and leaving ourselves 1-on-1 or 2v2 a lot at the back, and them exploiting that with direct balls and getting in. And look, as I said, they just punished us today. But we don't let that one result derail, for me, what has been a really good pre-season and quality. So overall, it's not the result that I wanted going into next week for the start of the league, but I've been really happy with us, how we're playing and stuff like that as well. And the day was just compounded of mistakes, and we've paid the price for it. And throw our hands up there and say that we've been caught in the ball, but some of the mistakes we're making there, you just can't account for. And happens once a season, and we've kind of got them all out the way in the one game. But that's not taking that apart. I thought Eglinton were great. I thought the finishing that they had as well, the clinicalness of their striker up top was really good as well. So, but that's one of the ones that I'll not be watching that video back. Put it that way.
You talk about some of the teams that we've played, a nice mixture. You talk about Johnson Borough in the Premier. You talk about Largs Thistle. You talk about Eglinton. Are you looking at different sort of styles of play and different formations to play against to challenge the team?
No, actually. To be fair, it's about this is season 3, and I think since we came in, we've always had the same philosophy style that we wanted to play and embed it. There's 3 tweaks here and there with some personnel and getting them used to it, but that's what we've just affirmed there after the game. And for me, we set up how we set up, and assuming that we've got the personnel to do so, that's what style of play to have. And I think we messed about with that a wee bit last year and felt that pain where we went away from what we know and our nature and our DNA. So I think it's really important that even when you get results like that you do stick to your fundamentals and you learn your lessons from it. As I said, look, for me, we lose 3 goals so early that players then start getting out of shape, getting disorganised because they're desperate to go and try and get us back in the game, and they naturally don't do what you would do if the score was 0-0, 1-0, whatever it may be. So we started overcommitting, lost our shape, and we were getting picked off and getting paid the price for it. So for me, it was about going back into that, talking about the basics, how about we protect ourselves through the transitions. And I look at, for me, that's what pre-season's about, is getting into those good habits. I wanted to obviously good habits be a win. And look, the day is painful. I think we're lucky when it's not a competitive game. But as I said, look, there were some good moments in there. We've certainly created the chances. I think if a game's 7-6, you're probably no shocked. But again, collectively for pre-season, about how we've no taken our chances and no go and finished it. Like, even the penalty, we get saved and we tap that in. So you're just adding it all up. Sometimes you're better just writing some stuff off and not throwing everything in the bin just because of one wee bad result. And we were guilty of that a wee bit last year, maybe tinkering with stuff when it never needed to. But consistencies, every manager will stand here and say consistency is a big difference, and look, we were miles off it today. But it sounds like you're taking credit away for Eglinton, who were on it. I mean, they pressed us, they punished us, and they've got some good quality players as well. And that was a message before the day. And I don't think we went in there taking that game lightly. The warm-up was probably the best I've seen it. The tempo, the possession, the press was really good, the retention of the ball was really good. We were shifting it really quickly. I was really excited for it until the first 15 minutes for them. But even at the end at 3-0, I still had that belief that we were going to get ourselves back in it. But had that conversation with the lads, look, we take it in the chin. We don't throw out the whole game plan just because of one bad result. We learn some lessons for it. And like you said, we've had some good challenges there pre-season. I think it's just been frustrating that we've made the catalogue of errors there collectively across the piece through everybody. I think slack passing, under hit it, missed timing tackles, aerials, caught under the ball, all it, you name it, we were guilty of it today. So disappointing, but as I said, they were fully deserved of the other win, and we take it. For me, excited. We've built a good, strong squad, a competitive squad with some depth in there as well. Pre-season, we're always going to have lads missing for holidays and whatnot, but I don't think it's just disrupted us too much. We're in good shape. I'm really look forward to the season kicking off. To be fair, as I said, it's the 3rd year. First year was just about getting stable. Second year, we ran out a wee bit of momentum. We had a bad time at Christmas, and that affected our ending result position. But this year, the belief in the confidence in the dressing room was high. We strongly believe that we're going to be up there and be competitive. So again, everybody will say that the division's going to be tight. There's no easy games, there never is. But we just need to go out there and have the belief and get into that consistency of winning, and forget days like this pretty quickly and get over it. I think we never did that last year. As I said, Christmas we went into that wee rut of bad games, and I think it took us about 2 months to get out of it. We can't have that this year. Most teams are not going to go through the whole full season undefeated. We've said that. It's how we then adapt and learn through the mistakes that we make, and that results a lesson for us, that way. But bar a wee bit of clinical finishing, we could have done that to a few teams in pre-season, so you're going fine. Like you say, you don't just throw everything away. We learn the lessons from it. We're talking about the shape, about overcommitting and protecting ourselves for the transition, and we've just reaffirmed it there as well and explained what the day happened and the reasons behind it. So as I said, it's no one that you need to sit there and do a lot of soul searching and stuff like that for. Take it in the chin, and then we move into next week when the season starts.
Just talking about the league, we'll face 6 new opponents this coming season. First up is Lanark United away. We certainly won't be taking that lightly. They've beaten us here last year in the Cup.
Yeah, but look, again, a wee bit of experience of them already. They were a good, a lot of the lads were a good, strong amateur team that they came in and picked up Lanark, and the back form that they had to go and think when the new staff took over and the players came in, they were rock bottom or down near the bottom anyway. The form that they've then taken, I think it was 6 games played or something when Darryl came in, and then they went and took the title, and it was a really competitive division as well. So, as I said, but you look at last year's where you've got Winton who came in, I think they finished second, and then they went and stole the second division. Fair Clyde who won it, who then came in. You're just getting into that habit of winning games and seeing it through. That's an asset in itself, that way. So definitely look, Lanark, as you said, they beat us in the Cup. Thought a really competitive game as well. So there'll be a good challenge as well. As I said, there's no game that we're taking lightly, and then even the 3 teams that come down through the first division are really, really strong household names, that way. And we played Witlets a few in my first year here and down here, and they beat us 4-3 as well. That's just a changed team as well. You look at the back form that they finished the season, they finished really strong as well, and how they've recruited. The same with Nielsen, good strong team. We get a eye of them on Wednesday, but I don't read too much into what people are doing in pre-season, because you're trying shapes, or most people are trying shapes, they're trying different personnel, they're seeing who's got what. So the league football is different, but as I said, I've got no excuse for the day. We take it into the league, and we're into Saturday, Wednesday straight away. So we've got no hope but to just go in and try and get into that consistency form and find it. And look, as I said, I'll happily take that today, as long as it's not next week, and I will be in for it. It's good to get that lesson in a non-competitive game, give you that wee reality check. Staff and players, that they go, alright, we were good, we were playing well, we were moving the ball really well, we were attacking teams, but you then get that reality check there to go, alright, okay, it's not that simple. You can't just walk up and pass the ball a bit and win football games.
And just finally, just over the last week, we've had 3 games. So you sort of end up in different scenarios. Against Petershill, you go 2-0 up and you hold on to the lead. Against Nielsen, you have to battle all the way to get the breakthrough goal. And then today, timing-wise, do you think that might actually benefit us?
As I said, I would rather the day than next week. No buzzing. I would rather we were taking another clean sheet and a win into next Saturday, and that's kind of what we were talking about. We've got the complete opposite of it. But I think timing wise, like you say, I think Peasy, we could have had that game to bed, and I think Nielsen will tell you the same. That game could have been to bed. The fact that it takes us to the 85th minute to score was difficult for us to watch at the side. But again, you focus on the chances you're creating, the rotations that happen, the general play, the shape, bar a mistake on our part, but I don't think we were overly threatened there in Wednesday. So you take those positives, then that's the frustrating point that you then look for today, where you look how comfortable we looked and how good our shape was and how our intensity was, and retention of the ball was so good, to then flip into a couple of days later for it to be the complete opposite. But it's consistency, that's the levels, that's every manager's biggest hurdle that we're trying to fight in there. Like that's how teams go and get promoted to go and win leagues. It's the team that's most consistent. Everybody's probably going to win a game at some point throughout the season, but it's how you back them up and you go and follow it, and sometimes go and get hurdles out of line. So like you were saying, the Nielsen and the Pisa games before, you're going 2-0s and you're going good, strong results, alright. If we don't go and kill games, you're keeping them all, you're giving them the hope and keep them in it. Just like Eglinton done today. I mean, they go and take their 3 chances really early and they give us an absolute hurdle. We then overcommit ourselves and then they can sit in a wee bit and then pick us off. So you have that luxury of it. You put the pressure on the other team. They then start doing stuff that is naturally, and it's no part of the game plan, because like I say, 2-0, 3-0, your game plan's out the window and you need to try and adapt and change it. So and boys react to that differently in the park. So I think that's the frustrating bit that we've not done in pre-season, is really go and put some games that we're comfortably in control of beyond doubt, like what's happened today, you know what I mean? And I said that to them, look, for me, even at 3-0, I felt confident that we were going to come back into the game and get a goal and we would find more rhythm, because that's how we've been for the last 5-6 weeks. Just one of the days that we never really get into the groove of the day. I think we created enough chances, we get in good places, but defensively, no, just the defenders as a unit, we were all over the place. Our shape was horrific at times, and there was too many times that the centre-backs found themselves 2-on-2 or 3-on-3. It was not, it just wasn't good enough collectively. But as I said, we don't throw everything out. We stay fucking positive and confident, and move on to look next week. But they're in for a hard Monday, put it that way.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Mark.
Cheers.
Cheers.